What if the way you see yourself is the very thing that's holding you back from the happiness you've been searching for? You can do all the things, check all the boxes, and still feel like something's missing. Today, I want to share 3 simple but powerful ways to strengthen your self-worth. Because when you believe in your worth, happiness isn't something you chase. It's something you live. Come on in. It's time to choose happy. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, you have a choice. Are you ready to break free from self-doubt and negative self-talk? I'm Marie, mindset mentor, life coach, and author of the Choose Happy Affirmations. Here, you'll find mindset shifts, affirmations, and simple tools to create a life that feels as good in the inside as it looks on the outside. Welcome to Choose Happy with Marie. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm getting used to the fall weather. I am already missing summer. I really am a summer girl. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to share why this topic is so important to me right now. I've been reflecting on how much self-worth influences the way that we move through our life. When our self-worth is solid, we naturally feel lighter, more grounded, and more confident. But when it's shaky, everything feels heavier. We doubt ourselves, we question our choices, and it feels like happiness is always out of reach. Can you relate? And I know this because I've been there. For years, I looked like I had it all together on the outside. You know what that looks like, right? Dependable, successful, the one that people count on. My son often refers to me as Mom, always there. And I appreciate that. But what he doesn't know is that on the inside, I was constantly second-guessing myself. I'd replay conversations in my head, worrying that I'd said the wrong thing. I'd scroll through social media and immediately feel like I wasn't measuring up. I've had to limit how much time I spend on social media because honestly, I was finding it toxic. I am still on it, on Instagram, for example, to connect with listeners and colleagues, but I'm only there intentionally. I'm no longer scrolling to pass the time. And on Facebook, I'm there too, to connect with friends and family, and also in our private Facebook group. Each week, I include posts that are Choose Happy related and motivational. So if that's something you're looking for, please do join our Facebook group. I can't even tell you how many times I used to say yes to things that I didn't want to do, just so no one would be disappointed in me. Can you relate to that as well? I see you saying yes. Well, technically, I can't see you, but I can imagine you're also saying yes too. The truth is, those habits chipped away at my sense of worth. And it wasn't until I began learning how to strengthen my self-worth that I realized happiness isn't about proving myself to everyone else. It's about knowing that I'm enough right here, right now, just like you're enough right here, right now. The first step in my own Choose Happy journey, one that took me many, many years to take, is strengthening my self-worth, because everything else builds from there. When our self-worth is shaky, it shows up in all kinds of ways, and you know the ways: self-doubt, negative thinking, people-pleasing, even that nagging feeling that no matter what you do, it's never enough. Sound familiar? But when our self-worth is strong, you know what happens? We stand taller. we speak kinder to ourselves, and we begin to move through our life with more confidence and ease. It becomes the foundation for true happiness, the kind that lasts, the kind that we're here for as we choose happy for living our life. So how do we strengthen it? Well, here are 3 things that you can start doing today. The first one, speak kindly to yourself. Pay attention to the words that you use when you talk to yourself. Would you say those same things to a friend? If not, it's time to shift. And a gentle way to do this is through affirmations, simple, positive reminders that will help retrain your mind to see your worth. For example, maybe you catch yourself saying, "I'm such a failure. I'll never get this right." Instead, you pause and replace it with an affirmation such as, "I'm learning. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm still worthy of love and respect." That tiny shift might feel awkward at first, but over time, your brain begins to believe it. Imagine what would change if every time you stumbled, you spoke to yourself with kindness instead of criticism. Number 2, celebrate small wins. Too often, we only acknowledge the big accomplishments and dismiss the everyday progress. But confidence comes from noticing the small steps we take. For example, did you just get through a hard day? Did you speak up when it wasn't easy? Those moments matter. Celebrate them. They are evidence of your worth in action. For example, think about a morning when maybe you didn't feel like getting out of bed, but you did anyway. You made your coffee or your favorite morning beverage. You got the kids out the door if you have young children, and you showed up for your day, whether that's at home or at a job. That may not feel like much, but it's proof that you're resilient. Celebrating that could be as simple as pausing to say, "I did it. I showed up for myself today." And over time, these small accomplishments, these small acknowledgements, build the muscle of self-worth in a really powerful way. And number 3, set boundaries with confidence. Every time you say no to something that doesn't align with you, you are also saying yes to your worth. Boundaries are not walls. They're doorways that keep you in alignment with the life you want to create. And it is not selfish. So please stop thinking that. We are allowed to say no. For example, maybe a friend asks you to take on something you really don't have the energy for. The old you might have said yes, just to keep the peace. But when you answer with, "I care about you, but I can't take that on right now," you're sending a message to yourself that your energy matters, your time matters, and your well-being matters. That is self-worth in action. And if your friend doesn't understand, well, either she or he is absorbed in whatever is going on in their life that they can't see beyond themselves, or maybe they're not really a true friend. I know that putting this into practice isn't always easy, which is why in this week's members email that I'll be sharing, I will share a self-worth affirmation that you can use daily. Think of it as a reset button that you can return to whenever self-doubt starts to creep in. If you're already on the list, you'll see it in your inbox. And if not, become a Choose Happy member. It gives you access to these weekly resources that I've designed to support you. The podcast is only the starting point. I can support you through weekly emails as well. And there is also coaching services. If you're interested, send me an email. Become a Choose Happy member at choosehappywithmarie.com. Here's your invitation. I want you to choose one of these 3 ways to focus on this week. Okay? Whether it's number 1, to speak kindly to yourself. Number 2, celebrate a small win each day. And or number 3, set a healthy boundary. Pick one and let me know which one you're advancing with. Strengthening your self-worth is a journey, but each small step adds up. And when you choose to value yourself, happiness begins to feel less like something you're chasing and more like something you already are. If you'd love more weekly tools and resources to help strengthen your self-worth and create your happy life, please do become a Choose Happy member, where you will receive exclusive resources each week. You can join through the link in the show notes. I hope today's episode was helpful to you. Let me know. Send me an email. I love hearing from our listeners. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. Cheers. Thanks for listening to Choose Happy with Marie. If today's episode spoke to you, I would love it if you could share it with a friend or leave a quick review for the show. It helps more women find this kind of support. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your life to start feeling better. You just have to choose happy right where you are, one choose happy choice at a time. I'll see you next time. Take care.